200 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn left. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. yards. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Safe to do so. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. left. Okay, player. Updating your route to a new seasonal championship. Okay, player. I have plotted your route to a nearby race event. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. Turn sharp left. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Okay, player. I have set your route to a nearby race event. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Okay, player. I've set your route to a new seasonal championship. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Okay, player. New championships are added each season. I've set your route to a new Horizon Seasonal.
Oh my, we're not even on the green anymore. Here's your fourth shot. Setting up here with a very long putt. And this one is from 23 feet. Oh man. Oh man, that's, yeah, just kind of got away from you. Setting up here for your fourth shot. Okay, here's a 24-footer. No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? This will take your score down to 4 over par if you sink this. Looking very nice. Oh, fancy putter work there. Good work. And let's just drop one shot on this hole. This one's for bogey. Oh, no. All right, here's a 7-foot putt. This putt's tracking. All right, let's drop this one in for the double bogey. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. All right, 3 feet to the cup. And it is 2 over par for the current leader. And as we tee off here, staring down a long par 5 hole. Sweet. Well, looking forward to this hole. And next. Ooh, came on to that one. Look at it go. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Well, this one's looking good. And here's our second shot on the 7th. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. I don't think you're going to like this. This one's about 195 out. Well done. This one's your third. Oh, have that. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. We're in the light rough, but not too deep. Okay, third shot. Okay, 26-footer from here. Ooh. And this putt for the birdie. Oh my goodness. This one's a 21-footer. You'd only be one over par if you sink this. Flew right by. Here we go, par putt. Let's do it. 12 feet left to the hole. Oh no, it's right by the hole. Okay, bogey putt coming up. Oh! This putt is 9 feet away. Not enough muscle into that one. And for the par. Oh! Here comes a 3-footer. Oh, almost had the birdie there. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. Okay, this one for the double bogey. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. And we're ending this hole with a bit of a tap. Okay, the score to beat is 4 over par at the moment. Here we go. Let's stick this one nice and close to the pin. Well, you can't hit them all. Next up. Let's get a little kick left here. We're on the green with that one. Well done. Your turn. Well, through the branches.
Okay, time for the leader of the pack to tee off here.
There's a good one. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this. Yeah, not sure where this one's going. All right, second shot on the 8th. This could take you down to 4 over par. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? "14-footer. This one's on a good line. Oh, come on. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. Oh, it's going right by the hole. This one's 8 feet away. So far, so good. Oh, man. Robbed. You were robbed. And this will be your par putt here. Looking good. Oh! Here's a 7-foot putt. This putt's going. And the only thing left to do is sink this putt And get your par. And that'll drop. All right, give it a tap. All right, here we go. Let's get out of here. Tap her on in. And just a tap in here. And the current leader sitting at 4 over. And the 9th hole is ready for us. Hopefully you're ready for it. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Well, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, I'll approve that.
And next.
Should be smooth sailing off the tee.
Next.
Oh man, really got a hold of that. And this is looking to be about 155 yards out. The approach heading right. That's safe. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. Nicely struck. Setting this one up 145 yards away. All right, we'll take that. Here's our second shot on the 9th. Nice stroke, we're on the green. And this should be a fun watch. Let's see how you do with this long putt. Oh, this one could drop. Just a little too much power. And if you sink this, you could go down to 3 over par. Lining this one up at 21 feet. Oh my, flew right by the hole. All right, you've got this left for par. Well, that putt's just going to fly right by the hole, I guess. 20 feet to the hole from here. Oh! Here we go for the double bogey. Ah, no good. We've got a 17-foot putt on this one. Zooming by the hole. All right, that's it's just a setback. Just a setback. Hail. Here's a good chip. Nice chip. Fantastic. I believe this is for your par. It could be a good one. A little bit too firm on that one. Ooh, just missed. All right, triple bogey. Here's our look. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. Oh, 4 feet to the cup. Looking good. And this one is for the double bogey. Nice putt. Just a little tap needed here. Okay, tap this one in and let's move on. Well done. And 5 over for our current leader. Okay, this hole.
Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And for New York. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Randall outside. Collins wide open. He fires. Misses the three. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
With the teardrop. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Penalty, 3 seconds. New York ball.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. From deep, Collins with another miss. Collins has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And it's the Bulls with the ball. After New York gets the 3, shoots, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Hits it from 3-point range. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better, bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu. He's out there with Kobe White. Josh Giddey is out there with Smith. Here's Collins off with the layup. Chicago leading. Here's White, and he drops it in from the low post.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
It's time for the next half. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us the move. Substitution on the court.
.139 left to play here in the half. Outside Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Randall grabs the board. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Randall is doubled. New York moving it around. That puts them in the lead. Collins has got 7. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
But 3 gets rebounded by New York.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
That free throw, no good. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being
Billy,
fair to yourself now. Come
Billy
on.
was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer, back-to-back national titles in college, and then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Six to shoot. The layup off target. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Chicago. They lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Coach, the league going back and forth. How do you get separation from them in the second half?
We got to play with more energy. We're playing a low-energy game, offensively and defensively. So we're just trading buckets. We're not getting anywhere.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a big round of applause for the participants.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And for Chicago, and he makes the first. And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Charity stripe shot, and the jumper is on the mark.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Shot by Collins, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2 minutes remaining.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Picked by Vucevic. Wide open look. Collins grabs the miss. New York trailing. Randall kicks to Collins. New York moving the ball around. And it's Chicago with the rebound. On the wing, Levine. He started by Collins. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's good for 2. 5 points in the game. And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Launches it. Knicks with the rebound. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo. Bulls trail by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Anunoby drills it from outside. Anunoby's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Vucevic is screen on Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shoots off the step back. Doesn't go that time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks lead by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now, for an update on Mitchell Robinson's injury, we go to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And for Chicago, the offensive rebound. Shot by Collins, no good. Bulls trail by 4. The 3. The shot, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spill, but the struggle continues.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
All right, David, thanks. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. For the 3, Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From 12 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking a shot.
Outside, Levine. Over to the wing. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. New York moving it around. Randall from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. Lets a floater go. That shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Randall outside. Lots of room. And good. He nails it. And the Knicks lead by 9.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
11 seconds left in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. Number 18 at the line, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
We know you
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Number 30 at the line, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Hello, and here. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. And for Washington, Kyle Kuzma out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Aldridge in at the 3. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And so off the tip, it's Washington. Kuzma outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. Kuzma. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, BA, it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
And both free throws good for Brown. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
And so it's Washington with it. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Up and in on the layup.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like when he finds the open man, and so do they.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Johnson.
Oh, man.
Oh! And he hammers in the reverse slam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And it's Washington with the ball. 1:07 left in the first quarter. And here's Aldridge. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. Outside Johnson. Plenty of space. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Aldridge with the bucket. For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Shoots a fadeaway. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Brown can't hit. Driving inside, and that one is hammered home.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Atlanta on top, leading by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The Hawks leading. We've got Sadiq Bey, also Marvin Bagley out there, and it's Brogdon in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
Number 22, Larry Nance Jr.
And it's Washington with the ball. Pass to Bey. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
There's the double with Aldridge for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Bagley against Okongwu. Fires it. And it's Bey. That time on the assist from Bagley. Bey's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Encouraging to see Sadiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Washington trailing. Out to the right wing. Pass to Brogdon. Fires the 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Down low. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bagley. Kuzma comes in for Bey. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Brown in for Brogdon. One minute left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Valanciunas. Yes, it's good.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, knocking guys around.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. All sorts of time. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Kuzma outside.
Oh, wow! Getting exactly what he wants. Kuzma needing to create some elbow room for himself.
The shot. Another one falls for Atlanta. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Atlanta on top. They lead by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder. And, Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Hawks lead by 4. On the court for the Hawks. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside, Johnson. Here's the pick. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. 10 points for him. Here's Brown. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department. And then keep building on that. Adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. With the teardrop. Hauled in by Brown. Wizards trail by 4. To the inside. Kuzma uses the glass on the layup. Kuzma's got his second basket on the night.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
Outside, Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
For Washington, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Brown with it. Now Valanciunas. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to review the game plan.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. We have a dancer.
Washington making some changes. Bagley's checked in for Valanciunas. Sadiq Bey comes in for Aldridge. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Coulibaly. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Johnson. .44 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Bagley. Bagley sets a screen. Off target with the three. The Hawks lead by 4. Okongwu, a screen on Brown. And Bay pulls it down. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Wizards. And yep, it's good.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Launches it. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Atlanta on top. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Jonas Valanciunas, Kyle Kuzma out there with Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Brown in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Johnson against Kuzma to the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Coulibaly. To the paint. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And he makes the first. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Brown in the high post. The floater. He's off on that one. Atlanta leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. And there's a pick. Second chance shot. And right on target.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Pass to Aldridge. On the wing, Kuzma. Here's Coulibaly. Sinks the tray. Coulibaly's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second team foul. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Brown. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send them to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hawks. Number
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Washington again can't hit. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. 3-pointer. Washington with a rebound.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
He shoots. Rebounded by Kuzma. It's Atlanta picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.
Maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. And for the Pelicans, they've got DeJounte Murray. Brandon Ingram's out there with Williamson. And it's Sumner in at the 4 slot. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. To the middle. A fadeaway. No good on that one. Here's Charlotte now. Pass to Miller. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Williamson, the pass to Sumner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And the first one drops. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Basket counts.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Mr. Williamson. On the wing, Murray. Hornets with the rebound. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Misses from short range. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. For 3, Ingram. That one misses. Hornets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done with. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Sinks the three-pointer.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Miller outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Sumner. 4 seconds left. And he goes right over Miles Bridges and slams it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans lead by 2. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Charlotte trailing. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And for the Hornets, Grant Williams is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Brown, and it's Lee in at the 1 spot. Jones, no luck. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by McCollum. Kicks it out to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Such a reliable
lead. Calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes here for the Hornets. Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Achua comes in for Williams. And it's Brandon Miller in for Lee. There's 1:59 left in the first half. Pass to Achua. Brown feeling it out a bit. Williams a screen on Murray. Brown inside the line. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Pelicans leading by 5 as a junior college product. Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Off target at the rim. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Williamson left side. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Jones for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. "24 seconds left in the second quarter." He was all alone on that one. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Williamson against. Oh!
What a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Brown outside. Oh, good on the triple. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans on top, leading by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
They've got Zion Williamson. Brandon Ingram's out there with Murray. And it's Sumner in at the four-man position. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. We thank you for the report.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Second chance effort. Unable to get that one. Bridges with some nice defense. .143 left in the third. 5 on the clock. For the lead. And he gets the jumper to drop. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Collins checked in for Murray. Brown is checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fires the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
As to Williamson. Here's Sumner, covered by Miller. And Sumner gets it to go. Sumner's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And here's Miller outside. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Sumner. He has 7. Can't cash in. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Inside, Ingram trying to get open. Banked in off the glass. Sumner's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pelicans. Charlotte trailing. Miller outside. To the paint. And he converts the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Pass to Sumner. Shoots over Bridges. Money from the wing.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Well, for New Orleans, shooting the ball 42%. Sumner's shot is off. Hornets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Miller kicks to Bridges. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. This is the baby hook. Here's Sumner. Out to Ingram. Unloads. Hornets with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Misses the wing jam. And the Pelicans with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Sumner. Out to Ingram. Tigers from deep. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Sumner. Williamson, the screen. Misses the tray. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. to win it. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
So the Pelicans win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. You've got Brandon Ingram, Williamson out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Sumner in at the 4. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
To take the lead. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Hornets lead by 2.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Pass to Murray. In the corner, it's Ingram. Now here's Williamson. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Mark Williams.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Zion Williamson. Shooting the line.
Free throw, no good for Williamson.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league. You heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. To Sumner. It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Floats it up for Williams. Money!
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And timeout called by Willie Green. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram a screen on Williams. Free throw line jump shot. Bridges with the board, and he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Number 24. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Sumner. It falls, and he has brought them to within 2 points. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Can't connect from long distance.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Rodman in at the power forward position. Rose, the pass to Jordan. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Here's Bryant on the mark with the 15-footer.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute
Jordan. Pulls up at the elbow. Kobe grabs a miss.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Dennis Rodman. That's his first personal foul.
The free throw dropped for Johnson.
At the line for 2, Magic Johnson.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 4-point game. He takes it in. It's deflected. And they're able to recover. Pass to Jordan. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Jordan's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's West. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Jordan. He can't hit that time.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Shaquille O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bryant. And he drives in. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Rodman from deep. Rose. The rebound by Baylor. Bryant outside. Chicago with a rebound. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jordan with the bucket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
The Lakers lead by 4. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter.
Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lakers on top, up by 8. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
We've got LeBron James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Here's Rose. Here's the floater. Rejected by James.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
Here's Pippen. Second chance effort. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jordan. James outside from the arc. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
It remains Los Angeles ball. Substitution for your Lakers. Kobe Bryant. Jerry West.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Bryant outside. Buries it from 3. Bryant's got 9.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. .152 left in the second quarter. Here's Rose. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw. The Lakers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now Rose. Pass to Jordan. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Los Angeles leading by 10. Baylor with pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Rebounded by Pippen. Jordan against Johnson. From 10 feet away. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Bryant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. 11 points in the game. Bulls trail by 12. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. .44 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Bryant. The 3 ball. And they'll get another chance. And it's Baylor missing.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Pippen. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. Pass to Bryant. Chicago with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter up 10. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Jordan. On the court for Chicago. They've got Derrick Rose. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Rose can't connect. The Lakers lead by 10. Pass to West. Shoots. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Drives to the hoop. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. Johnson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's West. pure from three-point range. West has got 6 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Johnson against Rose. Pass to Pippen. From deep, Jordan nails it from 3. He's got 10.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Take a break. Take a break. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Rose. And so Rose knocks them both down. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bryant from downtown. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Gilmore. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Kept alive. Outside O'Neal. Here's Johnson. No good from the wing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Pippen, no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
First team foul. Coming into the floor for number 23.
Johnson against Rose. Johnson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. James with the ball. And here's Bryant outside. They grab their own miss. Here's O'Neal. Tries yet again. And that's good. Off the glass that time. O'Neal's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. The shake. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. James finds Bryant. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Come on, everyone.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. That's the Laker 5.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Jordan. And Bryant pulls it down. The Lakers lead by 17. Here's Johnson. Count that one. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
So it's Chicago now. Here's Rose driving to the basket. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Bryant outside. Here's West. Off the mark there with a 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Jordan. Soft touch off the glass.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to O'Neal. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Kicks it out to Bryant. Fires for 3. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Stolen by Bryant. Johnson against Rose. 1:14 left in the game. Here's O'Neal. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Here's Rose. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Bryant. Shot is up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Offensive rebound. Here's Rodman. Here's Pippen. Shoots over Bryant. The bank shot, no good. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Inside, here's West. Rebound by the Bulls. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jordan. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan. One shot.
Free throw no good for Jordan.
Bulls foul. Dennis Rodman. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.